You ever wonder why it feels like you're financially spinning your wheels no matter how hard you work? Turns out, the real reason most people stay broke has very little to do with the size of their paycheck. It's all about what happens in the first few days right after they get paid. So let's get real for a second. That paycheck hits your account, and then what? Where does the money actually go? It seems like such a simple question, but your answer to it pretty much tells the entire story of your financial future.
Ah, yeah, that's the feeling. The little notification pops up on your phone, boom, a fresh 2400 bucks lands in your account. And for that one brief shining moment, you feel okay. You feel in control. Heck, you might even feel a little rich.
But that feeling doesn't last long, does it? The clock starts ticking almost immediately. First up is always the big one, rent. It takes a massive bite, and just like that, poof, over half your paycheck vanishes before you've even had a chance to really think about it. All right, next up, the essentials. You gotta eat, right? So you do a single trip to the grocery store, and there goes another $300. It's just the cost of living, and it relentlessly drains that starting balance. And then you've got what I call the silent killers. All those little subscriptions, streaming services, apps, you name it. They seem so small on their own, just a few bucks here and there, but put them all together and it's like death by 1,000 paper cuts for your bank account. So a week or two goes by and you finally get the nerve to check your account. And this is what's staring back at you. 50 bucks. You're right back where you started, just counting down the days until the next paycheck so you can run the same race all over again.
Now, this isn't just a bad month. This is the trap. It's a pattern, a financial Groundhog Day, where you're always running like crazy but never actually moving forward. This is the stagnation trap.
And here is exactly what that trap looks like over time. Take a look. Month 1, month 4, month 8, the balance barely budges. The real tragedy here isn't that the money gets spent. It's that there is never anything left over to plant a seed that can actually grow. So if you only remember one thing from this first part, make it this. The problem isn't your income. The problem is that your money has zero dwell time. It's just a temporary guest in your account, gone before it has any chance to start working for you. But what if you could just smash that cycle? Well, the good news is you absolutely can, and it has nothing to do with getting a raise or a new job. It's all about building one simple, life-changing habit. This is it. This is the whole shebang, the single habit that changes the entire game. It's the simple act of taking a piece of your income and putting it to work for you before you can touch it, before you even have a chance to spend it. That one little word, before, is everything. You see, this completely flips the script. Most people operate on this model. Paycheck comes in, spend it, and then try to save whatever's left, which is usually nothing. The Welgie mindset is paycheck comes in, invest first, then spend what's left. You're just changing who gets paid first. You do. And this tiny shift in the sequence, this simple act of paying yourself first, it creates something really powerful. It creates space. It creates a gap. And that gap, well, that's where all wealth is born. And this shows you the two paths perfectly. On the left, you have the old way. Earn, spend everything, and stay stuck at zero. On the right, you have the wealth way. Earn, invest first, and you create an upward curve. You create momentum. It is a fundamental shift in direction. Honestly, this is the single most important idea in this entire explainer. Wealth is not built in your paycheck. It's built in the space you create between what comes in and what goes out. That gap is your wealth-building engine, period. So once you've created that gap and you start consistently feeding it, something truly magical starts to happen. Your money transforms. It stops being just a tool for buying things and becomes an army of tiny workers, all earning for you 24/7. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The beginning is kind of boring. You automate a transfer, you put away a few $100, and not much happens. You look at the balance and it just sits there. It can feel a little pointless. A few months go by. Your consistency is paying off, and now you're over 1,000. It's progress for sure, but it still feels like a crawl. And this right here, this is the danger zone. This is where most people give up because it doesn't feel fast enough, but you stick with it. And then you start to see it. The growth starts to pick up a little steam. The jumps get bigger. And you realize, wait a second, it's not just my contributions anymore. My money is starting to make its own money. And then you hit the tipping point. All of a sudden, the growth just accelerates in a way that feels, well, magical.
The amount your investments earn on their own starts to actually rival what you're putting in. That is the power of compounding.
Think of it like pushing a giant, heavy flywheel. Those first few rotations where you felt super impatient are brutally hard and slow. But you keep pushing, and eventually its own momentum just takes over, and it starts spinning faster and faster with less and less effort from you. That's your money earning money, and then that money earning even more money.
So let's land the plane here. Escaping that broke cycle isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about building a simple, automated system that forces your money to grow, whether you're thinking about it or not. Because that's the real secret. You don't just stop being broke by chance. You build your way out, one automatic investment at a time.